Hey guys, it's Jessie here. I thought I would sit down and have a little chit-chat video with you guys today. Very informal. I've got the camera in my hand, so it's going to be shaky, but I just kind of wanted to reflect on the last year because I was checking my time hop today and my very first Weight Watchers meeting was on this day last year. So I've officially been on Weight Watchers for a year now, though I think you guys probably have figured out I haven't exactly been on Weight Watchers for the last couple of months. Focus has been a huge issue for me, and that's something that I actually would like to address in a separate video. Just how hard it is to remain focused on things in general. Like, I tend to get really wrapped up and obsessive about things, where I will be completely gung-ho on that one thing, and everything else in my life will kind of get pushed to the side. Like, I have a hard time focusing on more than one thing at a time. So that's something I'm going to address in a separate video, but today I just want to quickly talk to you guys about Weight Watchers over the last year, what I've learned, and what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So, I stepped on the scale. I actually didn't step on the scale this morning. I should have. Had I realized it was my 1-year anniversary, I probably would have, just so that I could have exact numbers to share with you guys. But I do know that I went to the doctor last week, so I'm going to be using that weight to sort of compare and contrast. So, when I started my Weight Watchers journey, I was 259 pounds. I was my heaviest weight ever recorded. I was miserable, I was unhappy, and I really wanted to get my shit together and lose some weight. So I started Weight Watchers by going to meetings. My insurance paid for it, so it made it really easy. And I very quickly, very successfully lost a significant amount of weight in the first 6 months, I would say. When I was going to meetings, I was completely motivated. I was sharing everything on YouTube. I was getting a lot of great feedback from you guys, so it was super easy. After those 6 months where my insurance was paying for meetings, insurance cut me off. They weren't going to pay for it anymore, so I was going to have to suck it up and pay for the meetings, or I was going to have to kind of go it alone and do Weight Watchers at home. And financially, the best thing for me to do was to stop going to meetings. I paid for the online app and I started kind of doing online tracking myself. And I did fairly well for a little while there, but I found that without the motivation of the meetings, my success was not nearly as good. Like, I was not as successful without the meetings. And so I continued to lose weight for a while there, and then when Christmas hit, I sort of gave myself permission to take some time off for Christmas, and then I never fully got back on track. So since December, I've been sort of half-assing Weight Watchers. I'll be really good for 3 or 4 days, and then I'll backslide for 3 or 4 days. So I was pretty much maintaining my weight, and then over the last month and a half, it's been a free-for-all. I've been binging. I haven't been doing very well at all, and I have gained back some weight. So when I stepped on the scale at the doctor's office last week, I was 220 pounds. So that is a total of an 11-pound gain since my lowest weight. So clearly it's time to refocus because I'm starting to go the wrong way. I don't want to gain back all that weight that I lost. But overall, 1 year on Weight Watchers, start to finish, I'm down 40 pounds, or 39 pounds. We're going to call it 40 pounds. That's really good. I feel like there's plenty of people that have had a lot more success. I know that you very easily can lose a hell of a lot more weight than that in a year, if you're super vigilant and focused. But I was lacking that. I really miss my meetings. As much as I love saving money in terms of doing the online plus thing, I really miss my meetings, and I would really like to get back to being able to go, but Financially, it just wouldn't be responsible right now. So moving forward, I've been sort of hemming and hawing. Like, do I want to continue on Weight Watchers? Because I know the program works when I work it. But not being able to go to the meetings and not having the support there, doing it on my own, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like harder. Like, the support system from Weight Watchers is really, really good, but the program itself, I can kind of take or leave sometimes. You know, the app isn't fantastic in terms of always having everything that I'm eating, so I'm having to enter things manually, which kind of defeats the purpose of having the app. Like, I have the points calculator, like the old-fashioned actual calculator, and I could totally do that, write everything down, and follow the Weight Watchers program without spending any money. So I'm going back and forth between, do I want to cancel the Weight Watchers Online Plus and save myself $20 a month? Do I want to count calories? You know, what do I want to do moving forward? Because obviously I still have a ton of weight to lose. I'm 220 pounds. I would love to be 150 pounds. Realistically, one day, God willing, I'll get there. And it's just a matter of how am I going to be most successful? There are so many weight loss programs out there. I do love Weight Watchers. I love how easy it is. I wish that it was financially responsible. I wish that I had the money to be able to go to meetings every week, because that's where I've had the most success. Being that I do not, do I want to continue Weight Watchers? So in the name of research this week, I am doing two things. For one, I'm getting back on track. I'm actually eating what I'm supposed to be eating and not like binge eating brownies. Success. Now it's only been 2 days, so who knows? I've been really good in the past about getting back on track for 2 or 3 days, and then it all goes to hell. So we'll see. It's amazing how fast things change, because in the beginning with Weight Watchers, I was talking about how easy it was, and now I'm like, oh my god, this is so hard. Who knows why that happens, but what was I saying? I totally just lost my train of thought. So what I'm doing this week is I am back on track for sure, for now, and I am counting my smart points using my Weight Watchers app, but I am also counting calories. So everything that I am eating this week, I am inputting into Weight Watchers app and into MyFitnessPal. My MyFitnessPal name is Jwhackers, by the way, if you want to follow me. I've had some people ask. And it's just sort of in the name of research. Which app is more user-friendly? Which is easier? How do things compare? You know, a sweet treat on Weight Watchers can be ridiculously high in points. You guys know this because of the sugar, but the calories are a little bit, you know, a little bit more friendly, so it's a little bit easier to sort of cheat almost. I've only been doing it for a couple of days, so I don't really have my final thoughts yet, but that's kind of what I'm doing over the next week. Trying to stay focused, stick to the business of doing really well, and counting the points and the calories to kind of see where I want to go from here. And then at the end of the week, I'll sort of reassess, kind of decide if I want to continue with Weight Watchers or if I want to try counting calories for a while, or maybe I'll decide on a third option. I don't know, but definitely the idea is to get back on track, check in with you guys a lot more often. I know my videos have been so shit lately. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's like I lost focus. I don't know. And again, that video is going to be coming soon, because I want to sit down and chit-chat with you guys about that, but, so yeah, we're going to count calories, we're going to count points, we're going to go with that 220 as my sort of starting weight. I may be up a little bit or down a little bit from that. You know, my bedroom scale is going to be different than the doctor's office scale, but that's what we're going to go with, and we'll kind of see how it goes. Play it a little bit loosey-goosey and see. So that is sort of 1 year on Weight Watchers. I feel like 40 pounds down, while I could have lost a hell of a lot more weight, is really good. I'm definitely in a better place in terms of my just feeling better. I'm down to a size 18. I started at a size 22, so I've definitely made progress. But I want to make sure that I nip this idiotic thing that's going on right now with me not being on track in the bud and get back to it. So hopefully we can manage. Hopefully you guys are along for the ride regardless of whether I'm counting points or calories. That's the other thing. I know a lot of you guys watch my videos for the Weight Watchers aspect of it. So how upset are you going to be if I switch to counting calories? I'd love to hear from you. I'm just rambling at this point. So that's sort of my year in review on Weight Watchers. Thanks so much for watching, and leave me some input down below. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.